Why do we thinking, rational, immensely clever, supposedly sensible beings behave so ruthlessly, competitively and selfishly that we've nearly destroyed our own planet?
What's really needed is someone to finally make sense of human seemingly mad behavior.
To see a scientist finally explain the human condition and fix the world, it's utterly astonishing.
I'm Jeremy Griffith. I'm an Australian biologist, and I've dedicated my life to understanding and explaining the human condition. Through the advances that have been made in science, we now have the fully accountable explanation of our seemingly imperfect lives.
It's bigger than natural selection and the theory of relativity.
His world-saving breakthrough presents the redeeming and psychologically healing understanding of ourselves, which is the fundamental paradigm shift we need to save the human race.
This breakthrough insight into human behaviour is summarised in an interview I recently did, so I very much urge you to click the button below and watch that interview now.
Everyone in the world needs to watch this interview.
When I saw the interview, the way he put it in the science that was presented, a light bulb instantly went off, and I was like, oh, wow, that's the absolute answer.
When I watched that interview, my mind was just blown. I honestly believe this is how we are going to be saving the human race from running themselves into extinction.
Incredibly lucky to be alive at a time when this information has come about.
Jeremy Griffith is an extraordinary biologist with such clear thinking in finding out who we are and what we are and why we are here.
This should be taught in schools. Any question that you've ever had in your life, it will answer it for you.
When I watched the interview, my mind was blown away, like instantly. There's no dogma, there's no sort of like belief system, there's no you must believe this or something like that. No, it's just use your mind and you have to just think. And I was like, wow, this makes absolute sense. This makes absolute sense.
It just finally makes sense of the contradiction in ourselves and in the world. It's just unbelievable.
Listen to the man's interview, and everyone that has taken my advice come back going, oh my gosh, I have never learned so much in my life. It answered so many questions that I've always had.
I was quite skeptical, but it was free. And I remember being really touched because they didn't even ask my email address or anything like that.
No hidden agenda. When I saw the website the first time, I thought at the end there'll be, if you pay 500 or something, but I didn't find anything about paying. It's just pure information, wanting to save the world.
We are so skeptical that people claim these sorts of things, and saving the world is like, I heard this before, and it's always a hoax, it's never true. Go there and follow the logic, and one step after the other, and you will just see it all stacks up perfectly. It is the truth about us humans. It is absolutely wonderful. It's shocking also. It's extremely shocking.
It deals with the core of life, how we can understand things at the core, so we could move forward with a fuller understanding.
There's such an impoverishment of spirit now prevailing really globally, of the human heart, mind, soul struggling to make sense of its life world. And now with Jeremy Griffith's work, we can make sense of the life world, which is, well, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Jeremy's scientific explanation of the human condition is what people need. It's what the world needs.
It solves the anguish, the anger, the selfishness, the indifference in humans. Nothing will be solved if we don't deal with the human condition. If we deal with the human condition, it solves everything.
People have been scratching around for hundreds, thousands of years trying to work it out. And then here comes Jeremy Griffiths and explains it. So it makes perfect sense.
So you need to stop and listen to this interview.